Okay guys, so probably you remember what I have posted yesterday, what I have shared in a video yesterday, and now on the top of that I have found another post with Mrs. CZ's post from X, and that was basically posted on January 13th, okay? So listen up to that, okay? Have you ever thought to yourself, I wish I had three dots, bought bitcoins early, bought the dip, held or learned about crypto early, ignored FUD, but when the opportunity presents itself again, will you act? Today is earlier than all the days to come. Not financial advice. Guys, well, referring to thing that basically we saw yesterday from Binance, right? What is the blockchain trilemma? Of course, we know that Kaspa is basically solving that blockchain trilemma. Okay, so I'm gonna hold your horses in here, guys. I'm not saying that CZ is basically saying that Kaspa is next Bitcoin. Okay, this is not what I'm trying to say, but you know, to apply at least a little bit of a logic to, you know, thinking of what is going on now, I think he possibly is speaking about Kaspa and potentially signaling that the listing is going to come. And guys, at the end of the day, the listing would come sooner or later anyways. But very well, kind of surprising thing is that he's kind of, you know, giving us a clue, a hint of what can potentially be a next Bitcoin. And yes, I know, guys, this is, you know, it sounds very crazy, I know that, okay, but this is what I've got, okay? This is what I wanted to share with you. Please let me know, what do you think about this in the comments down below, okay? And by the way, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you think I deserve the like, please like the video as well. And of course, guys, remember about the fact that this video is not financial advice, okay? So let's move on, because we've got Kaspa report. So over the past 24 hours, an unusually large amount of Kaspa has been pulled out of known exchange wallets. Additionally, of the top 15 wallets with the highest Kaspa inflows over the past 24 hours, none were known exchanges, which is also unusual. The largest inflows are going to unknown whales. The fact that these unusual flows of Kaspa coincided with a price spike could mean that the flows may have caused, at least in part, a supply shock on exchanges and a liquidation event for leveraged shorts. Guys, to be honest with you, I mean, the fact that we are talking about the supply shock for Kaspa is actually, well, a big deal, okay? But I believe that the supply shock, the real supply shock for Kaspa, is actually going to kick in. Let me actually switch it to emission schedule. Let's have a look, right? Because obviously I'm doing the daily updates, right? But we have to remember about the long-term picture, okay? So let me just put it in here, and I believe that the supply shock is going to happen roughly in here, probably when we are going to go, well, when this curve is going to flatten, then obviously there's going to be less and less Kaspa. There is going to be much more listings for Kaspa from exchanges like Binance and all of that. And of course, on the top of that, we are going to have KRC 721 standard or smart contract or whatever. But basically what I'm trying to say, we are going to have Kaspa basically running on 10 BPS, and you know, the network of Kaspa is going to be improved, like 100% finished, right, in the future, because obviously this development is not going to last forever, okay? So at this point, guys, well, perhaps things are going to change towards well, favor of Kaspa holders. But again, guys, I don't want to be a moon boy in here, and I will tell you that Kaspa is going to be at 10, 20 or $100. I don't know, nobody knows, okay? But I guess it's definitely worth holding Kaspa for a long-term run. So now, guys, let's have a look at the dashboard very quickly. We've got market cap sitting at 3.4 million USD, ranking, well, good news, number 40, volume 132 mil, and Kaspa is trading at 13 cents 3. And by the way, guys, speaking about the price action, do you remember when I was drawing this horizontal line yesterday on yesterday's update, and what happened? Boom, right? We met resistance, and now, as you can clearly see, guys, we've got such situation. So like the video if you think I deserve it, because I believe I was right again. And remember, I'm not always right, it's just in this particular occasion. Nonetheless, I believe I deserve the damn like. Anyways, guys, now the question is, stochastic RSI looks like it's on the top. So the question is it going to basically pull back, and are we going to retest this level as a support at 12 cents 9? Well, we are going to look at liquidity actually right now, because why not, okay? So well, fear and greed is sitting at 17, so bear that in mind. And now, guys, let's actually have a look at the BTC, okay? So if it comes to BTC, we do have quick levels of liquidity. I mean quick, we do have levels of liquidity at 98 on the top side, and on the bottom side, let me actually move this thing a little bit, we've got at price of 95. So we can experience that volatility for BTC, but of course guys, you want to see how things are looking like with our beloved Kaspa, of course, right? So let's put Binance on the daily. Okay, everybody is longing Kaspa at the moment. Okay, so the question is the price is going to pull back? Well, let's have a look, guys. Okay, so Kaspa on a daily, at least on all of the exchanges, people are still longing. Okay, so let's go back to the heat map and let's have a look how things are looking like from the standpoint of the heat map on 24 hourly on Binance perpetual contract. Okay, so guys, I wouldn't be surprised if Kaspa, at least on a short time frame, would go as low as 12 cents for. Okay, so let's actually go back to trading view and let's see 12 cents for. So 12 cents for is going to roughly coincide with this level in here, guys. Okay, 12 cents 3, 12 cents 4. Okay, we've got confirmations of a support and resistance in the past. Okay, so that is definitely possible, right? So if that is going to happen, let's actually see of how much of a dip we can expect. That's going to be around 7% of a dip for Kaspa, if it's going to dip. Okay, so if you are actually interested into trading this little volatility, make sure that you check out the links for Bybit and BitUnex, just in case if you would like to trade. And of course, check out the Tangem if you still don't have it. I believe this is definitely a great way to actually store your crypto, not Kaspa only, but of course many different cryptocurrencies. But right, guys, this is short time frame for Kaspa, and now you're probably asking yourself a question of where we are in this cycle. Okay, so guys, first things first, I would like to point out that on a zoomed out perspective, we are still going towards the downside for Bitcoin's dominance, which eventually is going to result in dump in Bitcoin's dominance, right? Which is going to result in pumps for our beloved Kaspa and of course more altcoins, guys. Okay, and again, despite the fact of all of these, well, bullish news, bullish indicators, I believe for Kaspa, potentially for Kaspa, I believe it's still definitely worth it to have diversified portfolio in order to capitalize much quicker. Okay, of course, guys, Kaspa is Kaspa. We all know what Kaspa is, but make sure that you basically, secure yourself and don't hold, all of the eggs in one basket. Okay, because what will happen if something will happen to that basket? Hopefully not, knock in the woods, but you never know, right? Anyways, guys, let's come back. USDT dominance. Let's actually zoom it out to 4 hourly, zoom it in, my apologies, zoom it into 4 hourly. And again, guys, as you can clearly see, we got rejected by this level at this moment, 4.5, and now we are being supported at this very, very important line. So what I think is happening at the moment, guys, is that well, it looks like this dominance wants to go out on a kind of longer term perspective. Okay, well, a little bit of a concerning thing in here, well, potentially for USDT dominance, is the fact that USDT dominance is basically showing us something as a inverse head and shoulder, which we of course know that is a bullish pattern. Okay, but again, guys, not every single time these patterns are actually playing out. Okay, and it's not really kind of necessarily said that we are going to see the further dump. Okay, we still have a couple of days, I believe, what, 6 days until Mr. Trump is going to gain the full power. And even if we are going to see some quick shakiness for overall crypto market, well, I'm not really that concerned, to being honest with you. But well, that's me, guys, this is my opinion. All right, now looking at ETFs, we've got 209 million of outflows as of yesterday for Bitcoin. And now let's actually have a look at Ethereum, ladies and gents, shall we? So if it comes to Ethereum, guys, we've got 39.4 million of outflows. Okay, well, things are not really looking very juicy, at least from the standpoint of a short time frame. However, I obviously ignore all of the FAT and people shaking their pants. I kind of focus on messages like this, for example, guys. Okay, and again, I don't want this to be fuel for you to degen into Kaspa and have only Kaspa. Okay, do your research into Kaspa, do your research into other coins, and make the best decisions possible for you, of course, guys. Okay, I hope this helps. I hope that you have, guys, enjoyed this update, and as always, peace and love, crypto.